All right, everybody, here we are. Match number 4 of round 1 of the 2021 Disc Golf Pro Tour Match Play Championship presented by Discmania. Here at the Steel Club, Brian Earhart joined here again by Nate Perkins. And you said it best last round, this match play format is a blast to watch.
It really is, Brian. We have Garrett Gurthie and Kevin Jones, the 5th seed, taking on the 12 seed. And I honestly don't know who has the advantage. I mean, Garrett can bomb, and the Steel Club is a long track. Taking a look at the record, Kev 8-4 all time over Garrett. And look at the top 10 percentage. Okay, those are the 2021 stats specifically. So Garrett only finishing inside the top 10 a couple times this season. But here at the Steel Club, I mean, the scale of this course is huge. You guys have seen it in the previous matches. Hole 1 here, one of the bigger holes out here, 950.
They're having a tough time
uphill.
birdieing this one.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a birdie yet.
Championship presented by Discmania here at the Steel Club. Thanks for coming out. Let's do one more round of applause for these great players. We've got 2 compelling matchups today. The first matchup that we'll tee off is Kevin Jones versus Garrett Gurthie. First on the tee, our 4 seed from Greenwood, Arkansas. Give it up for Kevin Jones.
And Kevin, I mean, has the full skill set of the modern professional player. Huge sidearm, huge backhand, anhyzer, hyzer flip, spin putt, push putt. And Garrett is more of a specialist, I would say. Big distance, beautiful backhand touch. His putt is the thing that sometimes keeps him from huge finishes.
13 seed in this match play showdown. From Hawthorne, Florida. Give it up for Double G, Garrett Gurthie.
With that said, he is one of the best shot makers in the sport of disc golf and has been for over a decade.
There's probably more stories about Garrett Gurthie's shots than any other player. He probably has more eagles than any other player in history, given the length of his career.
So let's see if he can start off with a bang here. He is out. And that looks good. That's got to keep coming left. Oh, no. And right away, he hyzers out of bounds. This is where most people have been going out, is just before that bend into the green. Kevin does not need to go for the green now. Yeah, just a super safe shot.
Oh, yeah.
Chris giving him a little trash talk on the safe play. But he is in bounds. Kevin's going to tap in a par, and Garrett needs to throw this in to push.
Oh, wow. I thought he had it.
And that is going to be a +1 for Kevin Jones as he taps this in. Quick point. And we are going to move into number 2.
Slightly uphill, low ceiling. Can't push it too straight. You see how thick the grass is on the right. You want to land flat on that golf tee. You've got OB all along that left side. This golf green is inbounds, and then you have the OB sidewalk long, and it wraps around the left side of the pin. The placement of this tee shot is crucial. You really want to land it flat.
Ooh,
low. That just came out of his hand.
Wide open door for Double G. And he loves these types of hyzers.
Yeah, I mean, he barely moves his body. I mean, we're going to get a good look at it here. Just that little hop. Whew.
Oh, yeah, a little bit of flip. That's going to fade a little bit to the left. And he does go deep into the long grass. That footing is not great either.
No, it's
He
really,
did not push that far enough left.
really bad in there. And you see Kev's just got his A3 here. Just going to pitch up to the bottleneck.
Okay. Right out in the open. Let's see. Oh, no.
Did that just roll all the way down the hill?
Out of bounds marker.
Oh, that's brutal.
And Garrett now has no reason to go aggressive. He's going to slide one down this path. No way. Oh, and Garrett has thrown this one low. He was trying to slide it on that green and did not get it. So Kevin actually has a shot at splitting the hole.
That's pretty cool little shot there. That M4 just kind of skating along that green.
Garrett just pitching up there. And that is going to do it.
Yeah, they halved the hole.
Yeah. Just like that, Double G throws one errant shot, and they are split, moving into number 3. I'm curious to see if one of these two is going to make a run at the pin here. This is just begging for a max distance tee shot. Little wind blowing. Kevin just getting a good read on it. He's still throwing big.
Yeah, he's got his flippy D2.
Oh, he's going roller?
Wow.
First time we've seen this line. He's still watching it.
Just don't know this well. I guess I have a hyzer now.
It curls up to the left. Yeah. Wide open. Anything?
And let's see. This is just world distance competition line for Double G. Oh, is he going max distance roller as well? That's standing up a bit early.
Nice shot.
He still has a decent ways to the basket.
Wow, Kev was really far left. He had a blind approach. We're going to have to wait and see how close he is.
Garrett floats one to about 25 feet. Getting up and down for his 3. And let's see if Kevin can do the same. Misses low and gets a roll. That is awful. Circle 2 from 45 feet now. Maybe a little bit less than that, but uphill. And that is going to do it right there. Garrett can lay up.
Back to all square.
And after Garrett picks up, we move into number 4, 435. This is just a power hyzer for these folks. We're seeing a lot of players come up short. Not necessarily read the distance well. Probably coming into the green trying to throw something a little slower so there isn't a skip off to the left out of bounds.
Yeah, that OB is inside the circle. Pretty tight. There is a little bit of a ceiling on this tee shot as well.
Oh, that's low out of Garrett's hand. And he gets a skip, but he is outside of circle 2 on that one. Here's a green light for Kev. I love this line. Coming in softly. And that's his look for a win from about 30 feet uphill. Okay. For the win. And that is a stroke on Gurthie. Kevin is now 1 up, moving into number 5. This is turning out to be a decent matchup here.
All right, hole 5, slightly uphill, another low ceiling. Really have to test that branch with the air shot if you want to crest this hill. This tee right here is the ideal landing zone. Hole then finishes from left to right, heading back up another hill with another tree that kind of protects the green. We've seen some rollers on this one. Oh, and Kev is actually going to show us a new line with a forehand here.
It's definitely easier to throw it lower with the sidearm. Couldn't officially see where that ended up, but it didn't seem terrible out of his hand. And Garrett just throwing a straight shot under the low ceiling. I wonder if we're going to see something similar to what Dickerson threw on that second shot here in the previous match. I don't think Garrett's going to want to throw a backhand or a sidearm into the green. And Kevin has not thrown a good sidearm. Open door for Double G. And here is the roller.
Oh, you called it, Brian.
It just seems to be the best play if you have that shot in your arsenal. And just like... Wow, yeah, that's the shot.
It really is, and Kev is going to have to try and throw this one in now.
And there it is. It's all square. Even ball game for these two young men. Moving into number 6. 390 downhill. This is just really a hyzer. You got to stick it on this hill. It does pinch off a little bit. There's OB all around it. We've watched a few players go out of bounds on this already. Deep, left. This is just trusting your disc, trusting the wind.
Whoa, really wide from Garrett.
Ooh, but look at that disc just slowly flip up as it's moving up to the left. And that is way out of bounds, and he has gone out of bounds, maybe outside circle 2. Kevin can even change his disc up if he wants.
Yeah, big mistake there. Pretty much instant bogey for Garrett. Kev just needs a 3. Yeah, I think he did change discs, actually. Went to the putter.
Yeah, that is no problem for Kev. He'll be able to probably pick that one up. And he knows it. Garrett's got to throw this in. Oh, playing the wind.
Wow.
There was a
What an air
crosswind
bounce.
he had to throw in. That would have been a miraculous throw in. And we're back to 1 up on Kevin Jones' side. Are we going to see another match just push all the way to the end, huh?
I hope so. Love watching these players throw.
Disc golf was a sport that nobody knew about when I first started playing. I had to explain it to my parents, my family.
When I first started, I grew up in Ohio playing disc golf and just playing locally.
It was, you know, not as big of a deal. There was never a gallery. There was never video coverage. I've been touring for the last decade and seen this early point in development now to this crazy growth.
Parents can want their kids to play disc golf because there's a future there, there's money, there's professionalism.
I just imagine it just getting bigger and better, and I'm excited to be part of it.
Hole 7, 765, slightly downhill and then slightly back uphill as you approach this green. It's the perfect max distance hole. We've seen max distance rollers off the tee here.
Ooh, Kevin going hyzer flip down that right side. Playing that loss in elevation, sloping down, and that went a long way. I'm interested to see. This is that disc that Garrett was throwing a roller with on the previous hole.
Oh, yeah.
And he lays it down yet again. And that looks great. Oh, and he's pulled it right. Out of bounds for Kevin. This is a chipper for Double G. Doesn't even need to put it by the basket. He just needs to not go OB long.
Wow. Played that one extra safe.
I mean, Kevin is circle 2.
Okay.
Putting for 4.
Then that's a great play by Double G. Oh, and Kev visibly frustrated there. It's all square. Hole 8, pretty similar to hole 7. Slightly uphill off the tee at first, and you won't really see a lot of rollers on this one due to the tall grass. There is another OB green right, and there's OB left. Another hole where these players just really get to open up.
And look at this.
That just flipped so late in the flight. Gone.
That is way down there. Yeah, 720. I mean, it's... I remember playing disc golf as a kid thinking how absurd a 700-foot hole is, and now the top players are turning it into nothingness. It's a distance drive to a chip shot putter. Kevin fading out a little bit to the left, but still right inside circle 1. Garrett's going to be way up the fairway.
Just another floater with that Sonic.
He's put himself to about 20, 25 feet. Still some putts to be made here. Kevin makes good. So does Garrett. Tie game. Just have 4 holes remaining moving into number 9.
Yeah, premier hole out here at the Steel Club. Ton of airspace, significantly downhill. It's 555, but because of how downhill it is, we could see a long fairway. Potentially a mid from this guy right here. Looks like he is going faster, though.
This has been a common miss. Players just leaking out right a bit more than they want, and Garrett stays safe.
Look at the fist pump there. He knows it.
And that's actually a nice angle to come in with the throw in as well. You're not directly facing the drop off. You're fading. I think it's going to be a good spot for Double G. Let's see how Kevin goes. Little flippier disc. Look at this thing.
Look at that shape.
Come on,
and
Nate.
he just needs to slide on that green.
And this is going to be advantage Garrett.
Why did that not slide? That was the best shape that we've seen.
And it just must have been the fact that it came from, so far uphill.
It was just done.
It just didn't have enough
too slow.
juice hitting the green. It's a beautiful line. Yeah, and that's going to be one up to Garrett. We got 3 holes left. Number 10, 510, par 3. Depending on the wind, these 500-foot par 3s are hit or miss. You never know if, everyone's going to give it a run or everyone's going to take a 3. But it seems pretty calm at the moment.
If anyone can reach it, this guy can right here.
Is that too far to the left, though, Nate?
Oh, I thought it was, Brian, and he gets the green flag. Got a circle 2 look. Kev pretty much has to birdie this hole.
Do you see how steep of a hyzer he's lining up? Look at that. And he does not like it.
Yeah, just a little early out of the hand. He's been early a few times during this match. And if he doesn't make this, he's going to be dormy with just 2 holes left.
This is 90 feet. And there it is. Garrett goes up 2. And Kevin's got to go perfect if he wants to force a playoff with Garrett.
Yeah, it really goes to show you it's anyone's game in match play.
Yeah, and there's the pickup. Alrighty. Number 11. This is going to be interesting. Garrett has the advantage on this tee shot. I wonder if Kevin is going to be going for that hyzer that Ezra threw in his match. Garrett is going to go max distance and hyzer smash over the tree line. You don't see a lot of anhyzer bombs from Kevin. He's, again, very disciplined on that hyzer angle.
I've always kind of wondered what it's like to be in the mind of a player that can throw as far as Garrett. Like when they walk up to a hole and they are just able to visualize a unprecedented line over the top. Like how nice must that be to just walk to a disc golf course and like start looking up
every single time. Yeah. I remember, holes at 2013 Worlds at Lemon Lake, holes that people were saying Garrett was eagling, that me as a kid I was just like, huh? And here's right. Kevin going sideways.
Look at that. And that tree that he just threw over right now, it's got to be close to 100 feet tall. And it's closer to the tee pad than it looks. That is a steep hyzer to land and bounce.
And he still has a decent way to the basket. He's got to go driver on this.
All right, he puts it close. All Garrett has to do is match Kevin with a 3 on this hole. Ooh, he also puts it close. Okay, Kev's up first, just inside the circle here.
Lower left side.
So Garrett is going to have this 20-footer for the match.
No. He's really going to give us the suspense.
We're going into the final hole, Brian. I'm
mean,
happy we get to see them throw it. If anybody can birdie this hole, it's double G.
yeah. I mean, and I think Kevin has the shot shape to get this hole as well. I think the advantage for the line is double G.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kev can get it.
I
There's
really
no
think
doubt.
Kevin can get it. You just wonder if he's going to make Garrett try it, because it looks like he is. He's throwing just a little flip-up hyzer.
Yeah, it almost didn't look like that was his line to get all the way to the pin, kind of putting the pressure on Garrett
Yeah, I think
to
Garrett,
get a 3.
Let's see here. No. Garrett is also playing safe. He wants the play off, or no, he wants to just...
He just wants the 3
Yeah.
on this one. Definitely not tempted to go for the 2. If he puts this one close, Kev's going to have to try and throw it in.
And that is close, but
It's kind of a similar distance to the last one that he just missed. And you know that nerves were probably a factor on that last low miss.
well, yeah, because it's so different from playing a stroke play event. This has direct influence on a player you're playing against now.
It's for the match.
There it is.
Yeah, I think we should have a match play event every year.
I hope we do.
It's pretty exciting.
Who's won the match over our number 5 seed, Garrett Gurthie.
Well
And he
done.
is stoked. Tips the hat.
That's a big win right there over Kev Jones. Kev has had a great year. Taking a look at our bracket. The winner of Eagle McMahon and Adam Hemis will face the winner of Garrett Gurthie and Chris Dickerson. We have a lot of match play left for you guys.
Again, make sure to subscribe to the Gatekeeper Media to catch all this action from the postseason of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. Again, I'm Brian Earhart. He's Nate Perkins. We will see you next time.